The Yankees, on the other hand, they went 3-3 on the week, play 500 baseball. So Dom should be happy about that one.
I am. I was impressed. I'm not gonna usually how I do with baseball, just talking about how players did, but then mostly talking about like the stats and everything. I'm not gonna bombard you guys with stats this time. Don't get me wrong. I know we got torched 2 games by the Tigers, and then we won the last game, and that we couldn't close out against Boston in the last game of this series. But there's a lot to be looking forward to. We look good, and we look more healthy than ever. Judge looks like he's trying to race for the MVP. The way he's been hitting, he passed Joe DiMaggio for fourth all time in Yankees home runs, which is an incredible stat. Our pitching looks way better. Luis Hill, he pitched 6 no-hit innings when we beat the Sox 4-1 on Friday. Saturday, Max Fried allowed 2 runs, 9 hits, in 5 1/3 innings. He was throwing a shutout until the 5th inning when he gave up a 2-run home run to Bregman. Cam Schlittler, like he had a terrible start, his previous start before this one, and now he looks way better. He bounced back. He only had allowed 1 run on 3 hits in 6 innings. Our pitching's looking solid, and David Bednar, he's tossing out saves left and right. Obviously now Bednar is our official closer for this team. Our pitching looks good. Our hitting looks good. Jazz looks great. He's been mostly consistent all year, and he's definitely playing better in the field compared to the first half of the season to now. There's a lot of good things to look forward to. There really is. And one thing I'm so excited to see, which everyone should be excited about, even if you're not a Yankees fan. Volpe. He's not playing. He's not playing. You got Jose Caballero playing. We look way better offensively, defensively. You want to hear this amazing stat? Volpe has hit a whopping 1.78 batting average in his last 38 games. It's pretty good, if you ask me. It's
That's a
really,
cat, Dom. That is a cat with 9 lives.
really good. I I don't know. Is he paying off somebody? Is he? I
It's a
don't know.
cat with 9 lives. I
I
mean,
think he's. I think he's taking out Aaron Boone to dinner after games or something, or Cashman or both. Maybe like a 3-way dinner or something. They're going to Peter Luger's or they're going to a nice steakhouse in the city. Something's going on. There's a scandal or a scam going on behind the scenes, and I want to get to the bottom of it. I'll let you guys know if I find anything. But I'm glad he's out of the freaking lineup. I'm so glad. Caballero, I mean, he's only played in like 31 games this year, and he has 16 hits, 11 runs, 8 ribbies, 9 walks, and he's batting .262. It's solid. I mean, it's not nothing amazing, but it's way better than what we've been getting from Volpe. So yeah, honestly, I'm keeping this short and sweet. Our hitting looks better. We look more consistent in our pitching, in our hitting, in our fielding. This is the good time to be playing good baseball. We're not red hot. The past week we only had 500 baseball, but there's a lot of promising things that we can see going forward. And plus, we're playing the Twins and we're playing the White Sox and we're playing the Orioles. So we can really close out this year really good. But I'm going to say this now before it gets too late. The regular season, completely different from the playoffs, as every Yankee fan knows. Aaron Judge, it all starts with you, man. It all starts with you. If you
good
do
luck.
nothing, we do nothing.
Good luck, man.
You know, our pitching, our pitching can be different in the postseason, as we've seen. And for some reason, like I said in multiple episodes before this, we can hit 100-mile-an-hour fastballs out of the stadium in the regular season, but by the time the postseason comes, none of these guys know how to play baseball anymore. No one even knows how to hold a bat. So I'm not being too overhyped. I'm not going to be like, hey, we're gonna beat so and so in the wild card or the first round, or we're going to the World Series or whatever. But all I know is that we are going to go to the playoffs, and whoever we're playing is going to be an interesting wild card or first round.
Right.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's honestly, I think that's the best Yankee summary you've given. That was pretty good for a short. I think that was what, 5 minutes. It's pretty good.
Think
Give
so.
you credit for that. Yeah, it does start with Aaron Judge in the playoffs. It very much does. And I was saying the same thing this morning, Dom. You make the postseason, I don't give a damn what you did in the regular season. That's
Yeah.
why they call it the postseason. They don't call it regular season extended. They call it the postseason. So I agree. I was saying the same thing this morning. So I'm happy you brought that up. So I am also going on the Dom no stats train. I'm not going to go into each game. I'll tell you right now, 1-6 on the week. You couldn't pay me to go into each game to read the stats. They're just all terrible. And miraculously, they won the game yesterday on a walk off. Do I care? God no.
No.
So they got swept by the Phillies 4 games. And then they lost 2 out of 3 to the Rangers. Mets lost 8 straight before Sunday's win. Nolan McLean is the team's official ace. I don't care. Argue with a wall. After only 6 starts, holds a 1.19 ERA in those 6 starts. Best in Mets history through 6 starts. The Mets have had the likes of Dwight Gooden, Tom Seaver, Jerry Kuzman, Jacob deGrom, Johan Santana. It's better than all of them. So again, argue with a wall. Don't argue with me.
Argue with a
Has
wall.
not given
Hear
up an
that?
earned run at home, Dom. Hasn't given up an earned run at home. Now, granted, yes, not all the starts were at home, but usually within the first 2-3 starts at home, you're giving up at least one. He hasn't given up one the whole time. All other starters since McLean's August 16th debut, Dom, 5-9, a 5.92 ERA.
Christ.
Right, exactly. I said the same thing. Christ. Carlos Mendoza has made some boneheaded decisions during this recent losing skid. On Monday, pinch running Pete Alonso for Ronnie Mauricio instead of L.A. Acuna because Acuna was already used for a pinch hitting opportunity. Mauricio did not judge the ball correctly. That Vientos hit off of Joe and Duran, so he didn't score. I mean, what the hell? The Mets ended up losing 1-0 as Nolan McLean got the Jacob deGrom treatment. No run support, but deGrom did get the run treatment, the earned run treatment and the support when he pitched against the Mets. How convenient. I went to that game on Friday, as I already expressed in the intro. Bullpen usage was another problem for Mendoza during this losing skid. It's literally Carlos Mendoza's kryptonite. Once again, argue with a wall. Don't argue with me. It's been known since he's gotten here. I don't understand what he can't see with Reed Garrett. The guy stinks when he gets to the second half of the season. Use Reed Garrett for a bases loaded jam on Sunday. Jock Peterson hit it for a tying 2-run single to tie it at 2-2. Folks, Jock Peterson this year can't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Dom, do you want to guess what his batting average, even before the at bat, now even after that game tying hit? You want to guess what it is?
What I have a feeling it's below 100.
It's not.
It's in the ones.
It's a 177
177.
with a 614 OPS and a negative. Didn't even know this was possible. A negative 0.3 WAR. And he got a game tying 2-run RBI single. Reed Garrett always has a bad second half. Take care, pack your bags, get out. Do not bring him back next year. So I think it's time to move on from him. Reed Garrett also gave up the game to the Phillies on Thursday, giving up 3 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning. Not leaving certain pitchers in is another problem that Mendoza had with the losing skid. David Peterson should have pitched the 6th in Thursday's game versus the Phillies. That, of course, relates to Reed Garrett's usage. Garrett came in, blew the game, whatever. Since June 13th, when they were 45-24, best record in the MLB back then, they now have gone 32-49, one of the top 5 worst records in baseball. Sleeper Mets, a very credible account. I like them a lot. Love everything they do. They came out with a tweet that the Mets are considering a piggyback of Clay Holmes and Shaw Manaea on Tuesday, tomorrow, against the Padres. Holmes will start Tuesday regardless. I guess it makes sense. He has a better ERA. I mean, where was this, Tom? It's not like I've been screaming this to the rooftops for the past 3 weeks, have I not?
It seems like almost the entire podcast you've been screaming.
I just don't understand it. What the hell was you taking so long? I mean, I don't know. I think a blind person could have seen that. People are saying this possible Mets collapse is similar to 2007 and 2008. Folks, it's not even close. Okay. 2007, the Mets had a 7-game lead with 17 games left to play. and they didn't even make the playoffs. That's not this case. The Mets have been on a 3-month descent, and they haven't been in first place in the division since beginning of August. So I don't know how you're relating this to 2007 and 2008. They had to beat the Florida Marlins and the last game at Shea Stadium, and they lost. And let's not forget too, 07, 08, they didn't have a Nola McLean, a Brandon Spote, or a Jonah Tong. Didn't have any of that. They weren't in that kind of situation. So it's not similar. They didn't have that in 07 and 08. If the Mets don't make the playoffs, and really, even if they make the playoffs and they don't get back to the NLCS, expect the core of players to get blown up. Pete Alonso won't be back. McNeil's got one more year left on his contract after this year. He should get traded. Diaz can opt out and walk, which I'm expecting him to do because he's an all-star this year. Maybe Nimmo, who I want traded, may get traded. Holmes should be shipped out or move him to the bullpen. Sean Manaea you can keep because he is going to get surgery. I don't care what anyone says. I think he definitely needs surgery. Some analysts even agree. Some reporters even agree he does need surgery again. Kodai Senga, he can go. Send him to another team. Send him to Japan, Yemen, Oman. I don't care where you send him. Send him somewhere because I don't need him here. I don't need to go into the season wondering if Kodai Senga can pitch for my team. I don't give a damn. Send him somewhere. I don't care. Pack him up. Get going. I don't give a shit. The young pitchers of Jonah Tong, Brandon Sproat, Nola McLean, they're the future. Christian Scott will be coming back, but as me and Dom expressed last week, usually the first season after TJS, Tommy John surgery, it's usually not the best statistical season. And honestly, Jonathan Santucci is pitching like he needs a promotion to AAA. Maybe he gets called up next year, but those are your young pitchers. Nola McLean, Jonah Tong, Brandon Sproat, Christian Scott, we'll see how he does. And hopefully Jonathan Santucci can get called up to the major league level. Now, I know Jonah Tong didn't pitch well. I went to this game on Friday. Jonah Tong gave up 6 earned runs, didn't even get out of the first inning. But shame on the folks who booed this kid because I said this
I saw that.
numerous times already. It's not fair to these young kids to having to now put it on their shoulders and they have no MLB experience to save your ass to get to the postseason. It's not fair.
That should not be a thing.
Should not be a thing. So say whatever you want. Once again, argue with a wall. I don't care. I mean, even Sleeper Mets, the account that I just mentioned before, they even wrote it. It's not fair. It's not. So you shouldn't have to call up young kids to now save your ass. And they even said it's on David Stearns for not developing a good rotation to rely on before these young kids come up. Very much isn't fair. It was written right here. This game isn't on Jonah Tong. It's on the fact that David Stearns failed to build a serviceable starting rotation. There's no reason Tong should be in this situation. He should still be in AAA. Now, yes, I did say that I would have liked Jonah Tong promoted. But listen, you give the kid a shot. But in no way was I saying, oh, he's going to be a savior. He better pitch well. They got to make the playoffs. No. I just said he should get called up because he's doing well in AAA with the 2 starts, and he's got ridiculous strikeout numbers and whiff rates. That's why. But it's David Stearns' malpractice, like I said last week, that these young kids have to save them. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, pathetic.
It's pathetic. It's exactly right. So that's the Mets, but now I'm going to just go quick. Dom, you saw what happened with Ken Rosenthal, right?
Yeah, seems like a great guy. I don't know.
I can't stand this little bastard. I can't stand him. He's a dick.
He's an actual dick, yeah.
Ken Rosenthal is a schmuck.
That's disgusting what he did.
I'm going to share the screen because it has to be done. But I'm going to do screen share here.
And then you're looking at the guy like he did something wrong? Like, come on.
Unreal. So I'm going to play the post game first. All right, Dom? Can you see this?
Yeah, I didn't even see this, actually.
Oh, here you go. Don't worry, I got it right here for you.
I want to talk about what happened Saturday night when I accidentally bowled over Scott Paulus, the Brewers team photographer, while I was getting out of the way of the Brewers dumping water on Andrew Monasterio. Now, the ever-observant A.J. Przinsky joked afterward that I looked like Muhammad Ali standing over Sonny Liston. Now, AJ, of course, is more experienced in these kinds of interactions than I am.
What?
And I must admit, though, when I looked at the video, when I saw this, I was surprised at how upset I appeared. I was more confused than anything. Now, I had to continue the interview. We were live, folks, on national television. Couldn't stop. And that said, I felt awful about what happened. And afterward, I went up to Scott, who I've worked with in pits before over the years, and I apologized. And I apologized profusely because let's face it, I don't think that you ever expect knocking someone down is going to happen in any particular situation. So, yeah, sure. I apologized. And Fox is doing the American League playoffs this year. So I won't see the Brewers again unless it's the World Series. But if I do see the Brewers in the World Series, I look forward to working with Scott again in the photo pit. And I also look.
Shut up. This is what happened. If people hadn't seen, stares at him, shakes his head, puts his hand out. Where in the world? What are you even saying to me?
You don't even look confused.
How do you say you look confused?
You just look pissed off.
I don't care that the cameras are still rolling in your live. You help the guy up.
Yeah,
What are we talking about here?
Yeah, you're looking at him like he did something
Here comes the water. You knock him down. You're staring at him like, wow, nice way to get in my way. And then you put your hand out, walking away, and you shake your head. And then you put your stupid smirk back on your face. I mean, I just don't understand it. What the hell are you talking about? And then AJ Przinsky, Dom, is trying to tell me that, oh, he's a nice guy. It was live. Cameras were rolling. He did say, oh, I'm not trying to make that as an excuse. Dude, that's the thing, though. The cameras are rolling. Pick the guy up. It would look a lot better. Dude, you're in a lose-lose situation. I don't care what you got to say. You're in a lose-lose situation. You don't apologize, you're a schmuck. You apologize, we don't believe you, and we still think you're a schmuck.
Hey, I'm not the tallest guy in the world. Like everyone knows, I'm not a tall guy, but it looks like that dude can't even pick him up, even if he tried. But
oh yeah,
still,
he's a shrimp. Yeah.
Yeah, like come. That's just disgusting. Like, oh, we're live. Like, what kind of excuse is that?
The hell do I care?
What it takes?
It looks better that you're live, and you say, "Hold on, you can still record this. I gotta help the camera guy up." Guy busting his ass trying to put me on live television. They don't even know who the camera guy is. I mean, now they do. Happily, I'm glad they know who he is now. But oh, I look forward to working with him. I would not be looking forward to working with you. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be looking forward to working with you. No shot.
Unreal.
Him and his damn bow ties. Save it. Burn him. I don't want to know you. I told my brother, I sent it right to him. I said, that's why I don't like this guy.
No, he's an asshole.
I don't like him.
No,
I don't care what your excuse is. Every time I see him now, that's all I'm going to think about is how he has no care for other people. I don't care that you're going live. Should have never happened. Should have picked up the guy. And you know what's funny? The girl, I forget her name, she's also a reporter. I think she was also doing an interview, I'm sure, for the Brewers Network, whatever they have. And you know what? She took it like a champ. A woman took it like a champ, and she accepted the water bath. And she got, you know what she was doing? Laughing it off, smiling. I got 10 times more respect for that woman than I do for that douchebag. That sucks. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into that.